Oh, fail. One day I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make the audio work when I come on, and it's going to be really, really epic. One day I'm going to figure it out. Maybe I'm going to have to hire somebody to handle the audio for me. No audio again? No, it should be working now, right? Mic check. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button if it's if the microphone's working. You know, hit it. Hit that like button. All right. It's been a while. Been a while since I've talked to you guys live on YouTube. Hope you guys have not forgotten about me. I'm still here. Still here, baby. All right. Taking a look at the gapper list this morning. We got GTXI. We got SEEL. We got a couple stocks moving around. BPTH making a big old move. We got Kroger getting hammered this morning. Kroger getting hammered. Talk about that here in a little bit. Kroger just getting hammered this morning. Really hammer time, you know. But yeah, there's the gapper list. We'll take a look at these hot stocks this morning and break it down really quickly before the market opens, so you guys have an idea of what to look for, what's going on kind of style, you know. Help me help you kind of thing, you know. I help you, you help me, kind of something like that, right? Like, I think it's how it works. Good morning. Waiting for everyone to get in here. Let's just get the build up going, baby. Get the build up going. Get the heart pumping, the blood flowing. And let's take a look here at what's hot and what's not. Let me transition over here. Cue the transition. Beautiful transition. So you can see behind me, I got GTXI pulling up there, pulled up, I guess I should say, pulled up behind me. Big spike from from over $1, under $1, over $1, under $1, from 95 cents up there to $2.15, pulling back down there to $1.55. $1.55 there on GTXI. Not sure really what's going on. I haven't really looked at the news on this one. Is there news? Is there not news? But that stock's gapping up big. It's up 67% right now. What else? I feel like it's like dark in here. Is it dark in here? I don't know. My camera seems dark. Let me see if I can turn the light up really quickly here. Oh yeah, baby. Crank up the lighting. Nope, still dark. Whatever. All right, so GTXI, big gap up this morning, up there to $2.15. On the daily chart, you can see this thing has done some big gaps and drops before. So, you know, a classic, just a pump and dumper there. GTXI this morning up there to $2.15. And right now, looking like it doesn't really know which way it wants to go. You can see that $1.50 area, what it wants to do. What does it want to do? What does it want to do? $1.50 area. Also, SEEL, similar move going from $1.55 up there to $2.55, pulling back down there to $2.05, and then now rallying. You can see the move. It's happening right now live on YouTube from the $2.15 area up there to $2.42 now. Nice little pop there on SEEL. What's the float in that thing? It says the float's really small. You can see the float on SEEL. It says there's only 800,000 shares on the float. Hard to believe, seeing that there's 2 million shares traded so far this morning. I don't know. It's hard to. You can't always go exactly off of you know, what you see in terms of what's on the scanner with the float and that kind of stuff. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's saying there's only 800,000 shares. So I mean, maybe. Look at that move there. SEEL up there to 240 now. Look at the daily chart here. Pushing up there. Overall resistance, I'd say probably that $3 area is, you know, going to be obviously that whole dollar resistance. You also got that 250 area here, kind of getting stuck right now at the 250, but $3 kind of the next big resistance, and then we'd say a little bit above $3 there, but that whole dollar resistance there. Also, BPTH today, well, yesterday and the day before and all that, just pretty much all BPTH going to the moon right now. And we're showing a 300,000 float on BPTH, and I can believe that because you can see this move so far. BPTH the other day on the 28th of February was $1.98. $1.98. Look at it now. $16.38. Talk about madness. I say madness. And what's funny is the other day, we really didn't do much. So I think this was Tuesday. This was Monday. On Monday, the stock just kind of got stuck here between that $5.50 area and that $4 area, or say $4.50. It's kind of getting stuck there, you know, just not doing much all day on Monday, just going sideways. And then for some reason yesterday, I guess some news came out or something, or rumors of buyout, or who knows, some type of rumor, something going on there that sent this stock to the moon. Yeah, so far today, the pre-market high is 1685. 1685 there on BPTH. Look at this thing, from $6 today up there to $14. Bam, 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 bouncing around. So if you look here at the 5-minute chart, obviously it's looking a little overextended here. Looking a little overextended. Hey, what's going on, John Wilson? Looking a little overextended, you know. And now we're having a little bit of trouble. It was just bam, 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 bam. Thank you, man. But now kind of getting stuck there at the $17 area. That 1685 is going to be your pre-market high right now. So 1685 BPTH holding it down, pulling back down in the 1560s. I'd say it's a little overextended here. Yeah, but you know, the problem with these types of stocks is they can still just go to the moon. You know, you get a little squeeze going, get a little action. On a small, low float like this, it could just keep going higher and 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 just all, I don't know, it could just go all the way. We've seen stocks like this before go from $10 to $300. It's happened. It has happened before. So we'll see what else is on the gapper list here. Just switch back over here, guys. You can see if you're just now tuning in, welcome. If you haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that like button, the subscribe button, all the buttons. If there's a button on your screen, hit the button except for the X button. You stay tuned, baby. And right now, it's still GTXI, SEEL, BPTH, ALT, RBZ, still on the top of the list there. What else we got here? Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking and let's keep talking. ALT this morning also gapping up big. This morning from $3.70 up there to $4.58. And then now just starting to pull back right back down there to that 380 area. Pretty boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. So, interesting move. Kind of had a similar, looks like the end of the day yesterday, started the rally. End of the day yesterday, rallying from 270 up there to 380. And then this morning, gapping up from 380 up there to 450. And then right now, kind of holding that 380 area on the 5-minute chart. You can see on the 1-minute chart here, kind of overall just, you know, up, down, up, down, up, down. And right now, let's see, kind of, are we going to break out of this? Some people might say there's a big old descending triangle here. You know, you could say, you could draw a line there and you could say that this is the moment of truth here. If ALT can get back above $4, maybe it'll go to the moon as well. Maybe it's starting to pull a BPTH type move. But there is, on the Gapper scanner, it's showing 8.3 million shares there on ALT. So a little bit large. Nah, it's funny. It's funny that we would even say that a 8 million share float is a large float, but it's not a large float by any means. But when you got a stock like BPTH that's got 300,000 shares, well, that's a lot more shares on BPTH. So we'll see what happens here. ALT, let's see if it can push back above $4 here. This might be some action later on there on ALT. Still just going through the list here. If you're just now tuning in, don't worry. We'll do a little quick recap before we close this out, just giving you guys an idea of what stocks are popping up on the Gapper list, what stocks are moving this morning. Everybody who's just now tuning in, welcome. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're wondering what platform I'm using DayTrader Pro, and I'm using trade ideas for my scanner, and that's the Gapper list that you're seeing there. So another stock this morning is RBZ. Yesterday, gapping up after hours, and then just kind of not doing much ever since then. Keep it on the watch list. Keep an eye. You never know. You never know what's going to happen with these crazy stocks sometimes. CLM&T only got 30,000 shares on this stock, going from 320 up there to almost $4, pulling back down there at 340 right now. Hey, I might go fishing later. You never know. And, yeah, 340 area right now on CLM&T. No real crazy volume there. What else? So we'll just go back over here. What are we looking at? BPTH. Give it a couple more minutes here just to see if anything else pops up. Give you guys an idea of what's on the scanner this morning. Just want to give you guys a rundown pretty much on what I'm watching going into open and overall, you know, what the game plan is. Like I said, BPTH, I probably won't be trading BPTH today. Just personally, I'm not a fan of trading stocks that are up, you know, huge, multiple days in a row. There are no shares to short here on BPTH. If you had shares to short on BPTH, well, it might be an opportunity. But this is definitely not financial advice by any means. Don't go and short BPTH because this thing could squeeze to $100 from here. So I'm just saying there's a lot of volatility. There's a lot of action on this stock, but just not sure that the risk to reward is there for me personally. Personally, the risk reward just doesn't seem to be there. So we'll see what happens later on. But right now, BPTH there at the $17 area. What else? I'm trying to really just kind of look for an opportunity here. GTXI was the top of the gapper list this morning from $1.15 up there to $2.15. Pulling back down to the $1.50. Not really in love with that move either. Just going to be honest with you guys, not in love with it. SEEL, this one's interesting as well. I'd like to maybe see what happens in this $3 area. If this thing wants to push up there, kind of just keep an eye on it. Looks like a little bit. I don't believe the stock has a 800,000 share float. That's what it says on the scanner, but I don't know. It's not really trading like the stock's not really trading like an 800,000 share float in a sense of kind of how it's just like ding, 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 slowly moving right now. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. We'll see. Other than that, SEEL, ALT trying to break out of that downward trend right now. Let's see. I think over $4. Keep an eye on it. ALT over 4. Over 4. Could it happen? Yeah, so Brian talking about how SEEL has a 6 million float on TOS on Thinkorswim. So I don't really believe the trade idea is saying that it has 800,000. Other than that, what else? Switching back over here to the gapper list this morning again. What stocks are moving and all of that stuff. You can see GTXI, SEEL, BPTH on top of the list there. Other than that, really, kind of just one of those days in terms of the low floats. You know, low float stocks, small cap world. One of those days we got a lot of movers popping to the upside there. Got a lot of movers popping to the upside, but not a lot of like really just beautiful setups right now. Well, I guess we'll have to wait till open to see if we really get that setup that we're looking for. But right now, it's just not really looking like it's happening for me. You know, no, nothing that I'm like in love with. Nothing that I'm in love with here. Nothing I'm in love with. So just sitting back here, waiting and watching. I want to fall in love with the trade here today. Looking for a opportunity to fall in love with, but it just might not happen. It just might not happen today. We'll see it open if it happens. Somebody talked about ACB, cannabis stocks. What's going on with the cannabis stocks lately? ACB kind of just trending higher right now. Not a lot of action on it so far, but hey, Salvador, welcome. Hello, good morning, good morning. But really, like I said, just those stocks that we're watching, really simple, really easy. You know, I hate to say really simple, really easy, but at the end of the day, we're just kind of looking for opportunities here. If the opportunities don't arise, well, then we don't trade them. It's that simple. It's that easy. Why do I keep saying it's easy? But it's not easy. It's hard. It's really, really hard. Just keeping an eye on the gapper list for you guys. See if anything pops up there. ARQL just popped up there. What's up with ARQL? Oh, look at that. ARQL going from $3.40 up there to $4. Just going straight up, my friends. Straight to the moon. If you want to call it the moon boots. Hey, so, Rabbit Boy, sometimes you love a stock and it just doesn't love you back. Trust me, I've been there plenty of times, my friend. Been there plenty of times. So ARQL right now at the 420 area. What's it going to do? What's going to happen here? The million-dollar question. Is it time to buy? Is it time to go long? Is it time to go short? What's going to happen here? ARQL, the float is showing 98 million shares on the float. That's interesting. Again, not really sure why the stock is up 30% right now. Let me see if I can find out the news. If there is some news here. Do we have some news on ARQL? Anybody got the news? Well, it looks like the earnings came out this morning, but I'm not sure why it just now popped. Huh. So ARQL getting some earnings report this morning. I guess it was good. Obviously, the stock's going higher, so looking like that's why the stock is bouncing right now. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Other than that, like I said, just looking back over here, I want you guys to see basically what I'm looking at. This is the exact gapper list that I'm looking at this morning in terms of looking for opportunities here this morning. Looking for trades, you should say. I'm looking for trades basically off of this gapper list. This is what I'm looking for, and we're just going through and looking there. So there it is. The stocks are gapping up this morning. Stocks that are gapping up. I'm going to go make a coffee real quick before the market opens, and I'll talk to you guys hopefully later on. If I don't make any trades today, we'll see what happens. But right now, I'm not in love with anything that's like on fire. I think BPTH is going to kind of take away a lot of momentum, you know, from the overall small caps, because everybody's like, I'm going to get in on BPTH, I'm going to make so much money. So maybe that's kind of what's happening there. I don't know. We'll see what happens kind of later on at open. I'm interested to see what happens with BPTH. Is BPTH going to have another green day? Is it going to be the big sell-off that we were kind of looking for? You know, what's going to be the game plan on BPTH? It's up 32% right now. Up there, pre-market high at 1685. I talked about earlier, just not really in love with it. You know, not loving how it's kind of trending. If it can't hold this 1580 here, I think it's going to be just a wash. I think it'll get down there to $15 pretty quickly. So, keep an eye on it. Hey, Litecoin, baby, up to, I think, what's that right now? This morning I checked it was like $54. $55.70, not bad. The other day I made a video about Litecoin. I'll talk about that later on today. But right now, BPTH looking like it wants to just wash out there. Looking like it wants to just wash out really hard here. Real hard, real quick. We'll see what happens later on, but there it is. I'll show you guys the gapper list one more time. Like I said, you got about 15 minutes till the market opens. I'm going to go get a little coffee, do a little meditation, a little bit of focus, a little bit of everything, you know. Clear my mind, get ready to make some money if the opportunity's there. If the opportunity's not there, well, it's not there. That's how I like it. AJ Scarp, that's how we like it. Hard and quick, baby. In and out, making that money. All right. What's going to happen here? BPTH, did I see the future? Is it going to just wash out here? It's looking like it just wants to wash. It's looking like it wants to wash, my friends. Not holding that 1580 area. It's like it's flirting with it, you know. It's just flirting with it right now. The idea of kind of dropping here. Look on the 5-minute chart. You got a little bit of support there on the 5-minute chart. Got the 20 EMA kind of lining up there. So a little bit of support right there. The low of this candle is 1566. So it's really got to hold this area right here. If it just see what happens. Keep an eye on it. If you're long on, oh, sorry, you can't see my chart. So there you go. BPTH right there at the 1560 area. Keep an eye on it. If you're long, make sure you don't hold this thing, because this thing could easily just go to $0 again. It'll go back down pretty quickly. If it starts to sell off, if this thing really starts to dropping, don't be a hero, my friends. Don't be a hero. Don't try to hold this thing. It is not a stock that you want to hold. No hoping, no hoping, no praying. As I like to say, no hoping, no praying, right? All right, there it is. If you guys haven't already, do me one big favor. Hit that like button. It really helps me, help you and all that. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys later on. There's the gapper list one more time. It's been fun. We should do this more often. Talk to you guys later on.